All right, I guess now we are going to be live. Okay. All right, guys, do you hear me on YouTube? Am I heard? Shalom, shalom. Give me one if you hear me on YouTube. Look like nobody hear me yet. Am I heard on YouTube? All right. Finally, there's somebody gave us one. All right. Thank you very much. Our topic today is about Allah, He love intelligence. Allah, He love intelligence. What we can say. I mean, that's look like it's a fact. So we are going to discuss this and see if this is really true or this is a Muslim deception. I found an article written in the U.S. government website. I guess this was written in the time of Muhammad. Obama, Muhammad Obama. Let me share my screen with you guys so you can see. So this is an article, obviously written by Obama, commanded to be posted in Obama. Here it says, so this is the library, National Library of USA government. The one who wrote the article, as you see, both are Muslims. Thuraya Abdul Majid and Rabia Al Abdul Halim. Okay. So what the article is about, it's about the Quran teach people how to be intellect. And for sure we know, I mean, why in the world a government of someone like Obama, he is pushing those things? Because we know Obama is a Muslim. You need to ask yourself, why even a government library have such a thing? Introduction. So you read here, you can read. It says here, actualizing the possibility of all intellect. According to this study, the following three Quran means were identified: condemnation of sinless imitation. The Quran do that. In religious history, worshipping false deity and offering sacrifice and of invocation to them was found among several past nations of the world. The Quran show in the following verse that those polytheists always reject God, guidance, as they found satisfaction in following footsteps of their ancestors. And here you see the stupidity. So you are saying the one before them, before Islam, they follow their ancestor, but aren't you doing the same? I mean, do you see the intellect of the Quran? So if the Quran, if those supposedly pagan, they say, well, we found ourselves worshipping the same gods as our ancestors. But isn't it Muhammad, he worshipped the same God of the polytheist? Allah was their God too. Allah is not a new God for them. They worship the same God and they believe Allah have three daughters. So in fact, Muhammad, he copied from his parents too what they used to worship, Allah. And you Muslims today, you follow blindly what it says to you. Like you are quoting for me a verse from the Quran. What is the proof that Allah, he said this? You have no proof except you say, I am following my ancestor, Muhammad says so, so I take what Muhammad says. Muhammad is your ancestor now. But there's no proof that Allah, he said such a thing. Then it says here, in chapter 43, in the verse number 23, just in the same way, whenever we send them a warner before thee to any people, the wealthy ones among them said, we found our fathers following certain religion, and we will certainly follow their footsteps. The Muslims, isn't it your prophet, even he said that everyone is born as a Muslim? What is the intellect in that? How this is an intelligence? You are born as a Muslim. How you can be born as a Muslim? An infant, he do poo-poo in his pant, in his diaper. What make him Muslim? Is that because you do poo-poo? Or because you do not know how to talk? Or because he have zero skills? Or because if you have some poop in the front of him, he will grab it, put it in his mouth? So when the Muhammadan, they speak about intellect, in fact, they are insulting others. Let us say, look at this. Why Obama even is publishing this? So now, are you saying to me that the Quran now is the guideline for the atheist? Are you saying that somebody is an atheist, he don't have God, is not intellect, and someone who worship Allah is intellect? What is the intellect? When it say to them, follow what Allah has revealed. Okay, let us see the intellect. When it say to them, follow what Allah has revealed. Okay, did you prove to them that Allah revealed anything? If we go in the Quran, we will find that those Arab and the Jews and the Christian keep asking Muhammad, how come you don't have a miracle? Guys, why they don't want to accept what is revealed? Because Muhammad, the Abdul, the first Abdul, he have zero miracle. We have nothing. So it was, what is the intellect here? If Muhammad wanna prove to us that he is a prophet, shouldn't his God in you that, okay, well, Moses have miracles. According to you, Jesus, his name is Isa. He have tons of miracles. To the point the Christian believe is God, right? I mean, he's the creator. He create from the mother bird. He raise people from death. He make the blind see. He heal the leper. He walk in water. He control nature. He can tell you what you hide. He can tell you what you eat. I mean, what is left? So how come Muhammad don't have miracles? So was Allah rational in the time of Isa, aka Jesus, but he is irrational in the time of Muhammad, so he decided not to send miracles? Or what they say to him, how come not a single sign sent down from his Lord? What the answer? Look at the answer. All animals worship Allah. What is the intellect in the answer? People are saying to Muhammad, how come you don't have a single miracle? The answer is, chicken worship Allah? Is that the refutation now? And the Muhammadan, they are writing articles about what? About intellect and how the Quran teach intellect. Do we have any Muslim who believe the Quran teach intellect in any way, in any mean? So all what they show us here is just a joke. The Quran is against intellect. Look at this article here. When an illiterate man was asked to read, where is the intellect here? What kind of a stupid God he asked illiterate man to read? You know, I can accept this if Allah is going to make a miracle. Like as an example, I say to somebody, see, and he cannot see, right? He's blind. So I say to him, see. Oh, he's able to see. Okay. So Muhammad now, he cannot read. Allah said to him, read it 3 times. Was Muhammad able to read? Any Muhammadan? Where is the intellect of the request? Why Allah is asking someone who do not know how to read? And the funny, they are the one who choose the topic. You see, I search in Google about intellect in Islam, and this article came in my way. When Prophet Muhammad received his first revelation, he did not know how to read or write. After 23 years having fulfilled the prophethood mission, He died without knowing how to read, how to write. I mean, how stupid he is. Why somebody, I mean, will take you a few days to learn how to write, how to read, especially you speak Arabic already. You know, if you are a person who speaks the language fluently, all what you need is to learn how to memorize the letters, how they are written, and how to connect them together, and then you can read easy. Language is easy then, because this is your language. So it take a few days for Muhammad to learn Arabic. So now they are confirming that Muhammad, he spent 23 years of his life. He have time to have sex with Aisha. He have time to go to his son house to flirt with the wife. He have time to kidnap. He have time to attack people, the caravan, steal their money. But he don't have time for education. So 23 years Muhammad now is a prophet, and he could not learn how to write, how to read. But hold on, Allah commanded him to read. So 23 years after the command of Allah, still Muhammad do not know how to write, how to read. Is that what intellect is about? And then he says, to make things more intriguing, his greatest miracle was a book. What? What? His greatest miracle is a book? Hold on. So the verse we just saw here, why Muhammad did not say to them, well, this is my miracle, Abdul, here we go. And by the way, look, anyone notice the stupidity of the Quran here? Look, and they say, why not a sign down, sent down from his Lord? Say Allah is certainly able to send one. But most of them do not know. What the heck? I mean, they are asking you to send one. What do you mean they don't know? No, they knew. This is why they are saying, why your God don't... They knew that God, he can send miracles. What do you mean they don't know? And why Muhammad did not say to them, this is Quran. In fact, the Quran is not even written by Allah. Not neither. You know, look at this. Allah is quoting what the Arabs said. Who is the one who said this? The Arab. In fact, the Quran is written by an ant. Ant can make Quran. As an example, not limited. When Solomon, he arrived to the valley of the ants, imagine there is a God, he is quoting the ant. And they say to you, nobody can make Quran. But the whole story here is he said, she said, Allah is not talking supposedly. When he came to the valley of the ants, one of the ants said, Allah is quoting the ant Quran. You see here, this is Quran made by the ant. Do you see it, Muslims? Is this a story of someone have a little intellect, that there's a prophet of God was flying in the top of a flying carpet, and then he heard one ant saying to the other ant, hide, otherwise he will crush you? Is that what intellect is about? Not to mention, if the guy is flying with the flying carpet, how in the world he will step on them? I mean, the guy is flying. And the Muhammadan, they speak of intellect. This is a story, it's not even good for kids. A man, he is 6 foot tall, flying in the top of a flying carpet, carrying all his army and his kingdom. He heard only one ant. What about the rest of the ants? Does only one ant speak? Maybe, you know what? Maybe this ant is the only one who knows Hebrew. The rest of the ant don't speak Hebrew. And you know, if you read here, the funny, that Suleiman, he loved from her speech, the ant, she made a speech. and he is greater to his God for what he gave him as knowledge. Like, hold on. Her speech. You know, I saw an article, the Muslim, they say, the guardian ants are females. So how the Quran says namla, which is a female word? Well, Abdul, in Arabic, we don't have male, we don't have male ant. This is a language thing. Nobody look at the balls of the ants. So we call all ants namla. If it is a many ants, we say naml, like the name of the, as you see, the name of the chapter, and naml. You see it? If it is a one ant, it says namla. So this is not about male and female. So now they say, how Allah, he knew that this is the one who is guardian, the guardian. Hold on. First of all, they don't talk. Ants are deaf and mute. Secondly, how Suleiman was able to hear her when they don't talk. Number three, how the ant she knew the name of Suleiman. Allah, he taught Suleiman the language of the birds. How in the world Suleiman understand the ant? You see, intellect. And then how in the world the ant, she knew the name of this guy? Do you think at that time all the ants in the world, they knew Suleiman? I mean, he was famous in TikTok. And remember, the Muslims are talking about intellect and intelligence. And they are talking why somebody don't want to believe. Well, we believe in what? I mean, this is so stupid, so silly. I go in the yard, and the ant, she say, hide, hide, CP is coming. Like, what the heck? She is watching my YouTube? And this is supposedly the religion of the intellect? Are you sure? Flying carpet, flying horses, ant is talking. And look, and then Suleiman, he was amused by her speech. What speech? I mean, why that amuse him, Muslims? Anyone can tell me why? Let us say this conversation happened for real. Why he is amused? I want to know why. I want to know why. Any Muslim can help me and tell me why he was amused at her speech. What exactly happened for him to be amused? Like, did she say a joke? And she is saying to the other ants, hide, otherwise Suleiman will destroy you, will step on you. Okay, what make him amused? Any Abdul? Anyone? No? And the funny, they are making articles, even Obama, when he was a president, making an article about intellect and intelligence. The Holy Quran, which challenged the whole of mankind to produce any point of time, any geographical context, a single surah in the chapter, like therefore. But as you see in the Quran, is a copy of what the ants is saying. Allah quoting the ant. Even the Muslims, they say that Muhammad received satanic verses. So the ant made Quran. Suleiman said, okay, who's talking? Suleiman. I thought nobody can make Quran like this. Mary, she said. Isa, he said. Shaitan, he said. The ant, she said. Sulaiman, he said. Abraham, he said. So what is Allah making Quran? How you are saying to me? Are you saying that the Quran lying about the quotation of the ant? And the ant did not say that? Muslims? Did the ant really, she said that or no? Or Allah is giving false quotation? Hey, by the way, there's a Muslim, his name, I think it was Fahd. He promised me to come back, and we asked him, he was from Morocco, remember? I asked him to come back to me and tell me which one Allah created first. The stars or the mountains? We are still waiting. Obviously, he discovered that the Quran is a shish kebab. Any Muhammadan? How Allah, and actually, by the way, what kind of a stupid challenge to say make a book like mine? Here we go, hey Muslims, I challenge Allah to make a book like mine. If you make a book like mine, you are copying me. You know what I mean? I mean, what the heck is that? Allah, I mean, look, what kind of God even he makes such a challenge? What about you challenge? You know, you come and you show us how to create a human being. To make a book? I mean, this is the most stupidest challenge ever. How come Jesus can raise people from death? He can make the blind see. He can make the one who cannot walk, walk. And now Allah is saying, make a book like mine? And then we find in the Muslim books, it says that Muhammad was copying from his scribe. Like as an example, the intellect Muhammad, he copied a statement from his scribe. His name is Abdullah ibn Sarh. This guy was listening to Muhammad. He is a scribe. Muhammad, he said, as you see here, this verse here, which is very stupid too. Muhammad, he claimed that a sperm become a dead blood and that the blood become a baby. Read it. And then when Muhammad, he stopped here, when he said, so we brought it forth, another creation, Muhammad, he stopped here. The guy, he said, the scribe, oh, blessed be Allah, the best of the creators. Muhammad told the man, oh, okay, put it in the Quran. Abdullah, he said to Muhammad, but I am the one who said that, Prophet. This is my sentence. He said, okay, put it. It came to me, the same as it came to you. And look at the stupid Muhammad. He liked what this guy said. He found it fit with the text. So he decided to copy it. Remember, nobody can make Quran like the Quran. But look what happened. Now the Muslims, they have another dilemma. How Allah is one God and He is the only creators or the only creator, and yet the Quran says He is the best of the creators. Any Muhammadan? Where is the intellect of Allah, Aka Muhammad, to adopt a sentence said by his scribe, claiming that Allah is the best of the creators? How many creators you Muslims have? And then the Muslims, they try to fix it. They say, oh, you know, like you create a bicycle, a human being, he can create a house. No, Abdul, listen. Your prophet was talking about creating babies. So when I say, I create a house, he create a house, and I am the best of the creators, obviously I'm talking about creating houses. If this is what create mean. But in the meaning of religion, creation is something else. It's about giving life. It's not about building a house. You build a house, you don't create a house. Here is talking about creation of a human being, alive, giving life. How Allah is the best of the creators? Any Muhammadan? Can you scroll up? You do not need the screenshot. Just take a... Okay, let me give you the link. Here we go. Just, you can open the link, or you can make like a Microsoft Office file and make sections. In fact, there's many blogs is for free. You can open your own blogs. Nobody will know who you are, and you can put your reference there for free. Any Muhammadan? This is intellect speech now. He is the best of the creators, and the baby is made from dead blood. This is the one we need to listen to, and we need to believe in. What happened to intellect? Is that how the baby is made? Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? If you're on YouTube, you can join us in Discord. I will happy to have you. How the Quran, how Allah, He love intelligence. What kind of intelligence is a book teaching something very funny? Like, the reason we see what so-called falling stars is because Allah shooting shaitan in his ass. Is that a speech of someone have a little intellect? This is from God now? So the reason Allah, He created the stars is to shoot the shaitan in his ass if he tried to spy at Allah? Okay, the shaitan, he live in the earth. Shaitan, he tried to go to heaven, Allah shoot him by a star. How big the star, how big the earth? This is the intellect book of God? Religion of intellect and intelligence. You see, in the thumbnail, I showed you NASA sign. Is that what NASA, should we send this to NASA? So they can learn something useful for their study and scientific, research and study, and those scientists around the world coming to NASA, I mean, now we know what's going on. Now we know why the stars are made for, to shoot shaitan in his anus. I mean, the funny is, shaitan, he's sleep in your nose according to your prophet, but now we need a star to shoot shaitan. If shaitan is so small to the point he sleep in your nose, and he piss in your ears, this is mean the shaitan is so small. By the way, this is true. I remember when I was a kid, the wife of my uncle, she came to the bedroom and she noticed two shoes coming from my nose. She told my uncle, there's two shoes coming out from the nose of CP. Small, tiny shoes, They could not believe it. I mean, what I put in my nose, Shoes. Didn't know. They are Christian. Did not know what prophet police be upon him said. They don't know that Shaitan is sleeping there and those his shoes is coming out. So Shaitan is sleep in your nose. Shaitan, he pee in your ears. Shaitan, he jump in your mouth when you do yawning. I mean, this is rational. So this is the religion of rational. In the religion of rational, Allah love those who do yawning, and He hate those. Sorry, He love those who do sneeze, and He hate those who do yawning. Hey Muslims, for how long you want to fool people with your lies? Islam is religion of rational. Why Allah He love those who they sneeze? Look at the science. By the way, this is proven to be accurate. Good and Prince. First of all, I will study, but Allah, it's not proven in the laboratory of NASA that it is true. That when somebody open his mouth, Shaitan, he jump in your mouth. Okay, Zakir Naik, Shaitan jump in your mouth. I mean, what happened when you open your anus to do poo-poo? Do Shaitan jump there? You believe it or not, there's a hadith about it. If a Muslim, he entered the bathroom without saying the name of Allah and certain prayer, Shaitan, he go inside his anus and he block it. This is religion of rational. This is what? This is the religion of rational. The message of Allah said, the sneeze from Allah, thank you for Corona, and the flu, and the yawn is from Shaitan. Why? He Muslim, the religion of rational. Somebody can tell me why yawning from Shaitan, sneezing from Allah? Any rational Muslim can help us? And then Muhammad, he continued with his stupidity, saying, so one of you yawn, let him cover his mouth with his hand, for when he says, Shaitan love from inside his opening. There's a guy, his name, what his name, I forgot. It's funny, his voice is a voice like of a girl. Hey, Christian Prince, he want to debate me. Is that my voice? You know, I forgot his name. So this guy, he made an article and he made videos about Prophet Muhammad. He was fighting Corona. Like how he fought Corona. He told us to cover our mouth when we do yawning because there is a lot of saliva will come out. Abdul, this is not the reason. The reason he says to you, cover your mouth because Shaitan jump inside your mouth. Do you see how they lie? They make an article, make it about science and health, when the story totally different. They don't quote for you the whole thing. They say, Prophet Muhammad said, so when one of you yawn, let him cover his mouth with his hand. And they stop. They don't show you the rest. Do you see how they lie? So now they will say to you, okay, why Muhammad is saying that? You say, oh, that's good, really. I mean, yeah, when people, they yawn, something can come from their mouth. Obviously, Muhammad is teaching health. He is advanced in his time. But they will not show you the rest, which is showing you that this man is superstitious and stupid. And he Muslims. So now if you cover your hand, if you put your hand over your mouth when you do yawning, Shaitan will not jump there, right? Okay. What about when you eat? What the heck is that? What about when you talk? What about when you recite Quran? Allah, you keep your mouth open for 5 minutes. So Shaitan is allowed only to get inside your mouth garage only if you are yawning? Really? Is that scientifically proven to be true? And what kind of God he loves sneezing? Remember, this is the religion of rational and intellect. Well, this is what their article saying. Who can beat that? Any Muhammadan? A guy, his name is Kisi, he says, only liars here are Christian Prince and his followers. Well, why you don't call me and prove to us that shaitan, he jump in your mouth when you do yawning? And tell everybody why Allah love those who sneeze. And why your prophet said, if you don't say certain prayer, shaitan, he play with your anus. Go ahead. We are showing the reference. Is it true shaitan play with your anus if you don't say a prayer when you go to the bathroom? Is it true that when you enter the bathroom and you say certain prayer, shaitan cannot see you no more, brother? Is it true or not? And instead saying Christian Prince and his followers. What followers? I don't have followers. Those are my family. They are here to listen. You know, I listen to them, they listen to me. Here we are showing reference. We're showing proofs. Any Abdul? Any Abdul from the religion of Abdulism? Anyone? Let us see this rational video speaking about the rational prophet of Allah.
When you give the adhan, the shaitan, he not only runs, but the hadith says, lahu durat. You know what durat is?
No?
Durat is,
No way.
he runs, and as he's running, yeah, his fart comes out.
See, rational, brother, rational and intellect. This is the prophet's speech. Listen, who's talking? Prophet Muhammad. I mean, do you see the rational and intellect and intelligence? I'm telling you, this is a rational speech. What's wrong with you?
When you give the adhan, the shaitan, he not only runs, but the hadith says, lahu durat. You know what durat is?
What?
Durat is,
No way.
he runs, and as he's running, yeah, his fart comes out. Lahu durat. I'm not making this the hadith.
Hadith is hadith.
So that shaitan made me do sin. Get up. Yeah, just get up. Just give the adhan. Right? That shaitan, you're gonna make him leak
Seriously?
some serious gas. Serious gas.
Rational. Islam is religion of rational, you know, serious. A Muslim now, he is going to make shaitan seriously injured. How? He will leak gas. I mean, Abdul, you just said the shaitan loved to fart. How that will make him seriously injured by farting more? I mean, do you think shaitan, he live in America? Because those Americans, they keep eating beans. And they fart a lot. Shaitan, he fart when he hear the adhan. That's a lot of respect.
So, you go into the toilet, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. So, Allah protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot.
Brother, remember carefully, brother. You have to enter the bathroom with your left foot, brother. If you don't enter with the left foot, you are at danger, brother. And this is supposedly religion of intellect. And they are writing an article about intelligence and the Quran and Prophet of Allah. Brother, when you go in the bathroom, you have to say certain prayer. Otherwise, shaitan, he's going to play with your anus. I'm telling you, brother. This is serious business. Listen carefully. You need to protect your anus. Prophet Muhammad, who is very rational, he was teaching people who they are irrational how to have security, extra secure for their anus.
To the toilet, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith.
You have to say it in Arabic, by the way. Otherwise, the solution will not be activated. I mean, do you have to say it in Arabic too? So this guy from Pakistan, he don't even know Arabic, but you have to say the prayer in Arabic. Otherwise, your anus at risk. So first you have to enter with the left foot, not right foot. Be careful. Rational. And then after you enter with the left foot, or before you enter, when you are gotten in, you say, أعوذ بالله منك من الخبث والخبائث. If you don't say that in Arabic, you are in trouble, brother. Your anus is exposed to all kind of risk. Like what? Explain to us, brother.
So Allah protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot. The left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan.
Look at this, how the reward come like rain. You are going to do shit now, and the reward is coming to Listen. You are going to the bathroom to do shit, literally. And now because you have to say a prayer, seeking refuge by Allah to protect your anus, you will get a reward. Like there is like a section in Islam on Allah, your God, like where He sent special deed for anus prayer, bathroom prayer. Right away you get reward. Are you sure? That was easy. Man, I go to the bathroom like 1,000 times a day, especially after reading the Quran.
For that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you.
You became invisible. I saw this movie before. I mean, do you see, guys? The second you say the dua, the supplication, shaitan cannot see you. I did that last time when I did go to the bank. I was talking to the guy in the bank and I was taking the money. He did not notice. He see the money flying in the air. They don't know who's taking the money. Why? Because I say that supplication and nobody can see me. I'm invisible now. So brother, you say this prayer, shaitan cannot see you no more. What if you don't say it?
So you go into the toilet, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. So Allah protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot. The left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you. You're in the toilet, shaitan can't see you anymore. That's in a hadith, right? If you don't say the dua, what happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says he plays with your bowels.
Shaitan do what? Hey Muslims, be honest with me. How many of you never heard of this prayer before? Who can call me and witness for an experience, a personal experience of shaitan playing with your bowels? So you forgot to say this prayer, and I assure you 99.9% of Muslims, they never say this prayer. They don't even know this prayer. Who is a Muslim is willing to call me and witness for us the truth about his personal experience of shaitan playing with his anus? Who want to do it? Remember, this is a religion of rational and intelligence. Allah, He loves intelligence. Obviously, those who believe in those stories are intellect people, They are not the stupid. They are the super intellect. What the heck is that? So, brother, what are you serious? Where you enter the bathroom without saying this prayer, shaitan, he enter into your anus? And what he do there? Like what he's doing exactly? Do you have more extra details?
Happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says he plays with your bowels.
What he do? What he do? What do you mean he play? Is he using his nose, his toes? Is he having sex with you? I mean, you Muslims are screwed. Because those things happen only to Muslims. Thank God I'm not a Muslim. Shaitan play with the anus of Muslims only. Muhammad, he was not a Muslim for 40 years. So Shaitan was playing with the anus of Muhammad for 40 years? At least. 40 years. And the anus of the most holy prophet in the world was being played with? And Shaitan, he's getting in, getting out non-stop? Hold on. I am not good in mathematics. Guys, can somebody help me? Let us assume Muhammad, he go to the bathroom twice a day. We don't want to make it 3. Twice. No? 40 years. Who can give me the number? Who of you is good in mathematics? 40 years, twice a day. So we have to say 365 x 40, right? And then the number x2. How many times Shaitan he played with the anus of the most holy prophet? Based on this story, 29,000 times? That's not much, to be honest with you. I feel sorry for Shaitan going inside the anus of Muhammad. I mean, I'm sure it's a stink. So Shaitan, he went inside the anus of Muhammad at least 29,000, 29,200. Guys, are you making an auction? What's wrong with you? Everybody giving a different number. One saying 29, one saying 29, 200. Okay, me, 29 and 201. Auction, yeah. Who Come on, 200 will not make any difference. So listen carefully. Muhammad, he became a messenger according to Muslims at the age of 40. When he mentioned this hadith, obviously he is almost going to die. So he spent at least 50 years of his life Satan playing with his anus and he don't know. Oh boy. Any Muslim can help us with this? The religion of rational and intellect and intelligence. And all those articles about the intellect when the Prophet asked to read. The Prophet was asked, who is the most knowledgeable of people? And he said, the most rational. Are you serious? The person who has the greatest intellectual capacity, the Prophet was also asked, who was the best worshipper of God? To which he said, the person who has developed his intellect. That's deep. Is that the guy we are watching his video? He developed his intellect now? Based on the story of Muhammad, that Shaitan, he play with your anus? Is that what we develop our intellect, Muslims? Or maybe by the sunset in murky water? Any Abdul? No Abdul? Any rational Abdul? I mean, this is not even accurate, by the way, to say any rational Abdul. What's wrong with you? All Abdul are rational. This is why they marry 6 years old girl. I mean, Muhammad was very rational to the point he encouraged Muslims to have sex with their children, and he himself have sex with a child. Do you see how rational they are? There's reason in here. Like, what is the point? You know, when Muhammad, he encouraged the Muslim to have sex with the children, what was the reason? What is the rational reason? Because you can sport with her. What? Yes, brother. Look, when I type in Arabic, it's switched to English. I'm using one hand, what they can say. All right. All right. What is the reason to marry a child, brother? So you can sport with her and she sport with you. This is rational. This is top rational. The guy, he said to him, the prophet, listen, I did not marry a girl like them because I have an orphans and I needed the women to take care of them, not a girl like them. See, the Abdul was 1,000,000,000% more rational than Muhammad. Muhammad encouraging men to go and have sex with the children for one simple reason. So you could sport with her and she sport with you. Or you could amuse with her. Are we talking about a toy? You Muslims marry children to be amused with the child? So as you see, I confirm to you that Islam is a religion of rational. Everything in this cult is rational. You like it, you don't. Islam is a dripping rational. When Muhammad he walk in the street, rational is all over the place. In the time of Muhammad, they don't have rain. They have rational. They eat rational. They breathe rational. I mean, come on. We are the most rational person who is advising us to have a child in our bed just so we can sport with her. And she can sport with me. And she can amuse you. And you can amuse her. Do you see how this is a religion of rational? Muhammad don't like his follower to marry a widow. Go and have a child. What's wrong with you? Why you marry a widow, you idiot? Why you do? A woman? You go and marry a woman instead of a child. She is 6 years old. You sick idiot? Do you know what are you missing? No, Prophet of Allah, what we are missing? You are missing the following. She could sport with you. The pedophile. The rational pedophile. And this is telling us that Muhammad, when he married Khadija, he hated her. Khadija was a widow too. And she was in the age of his mother. But because she was so rich. And now we see that Muhammad, he don't like anyone to marry a woman she is previously married. He liked to marry children's. And he is encouraging his men to do so. Now you can tell, and you can be the judge about how rational Muhammad is. I am sure all of us, we are convinced that Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a very, very rational person. My voice is getting tired, so I better stop. I hope I can see you tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. And learn how to be rational from Muhammad. For he is the best of rational in the world. As the Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. And the fruit of Muhammad is as the following. Fairy tale stories is not even convincing for kids. Flying carpet, ant is talking, sunset in murky water, sperm coming from the backbone, sperm became a dead blood, the dead blood became a baby, women have a sperm coming from their ribs, ice is coming from mountains in heaven, the sun have a place where it sit, and the sun have a place where it's rise, the sun sit in a spring of water. I mean, all of this because Muhammad is rational. Muhammad flirt with his son's wife because he is rational. Muhammad command to cut the hand of a thief if he stole an egg because he is rational. You know, the Bible make it so clear that if a person he is hungry and he steal, no punishment. If he steal to eat and he's hungry, there's no punishment. That is rational. You don't cut the hand of somebody he is so hungry and he is maybe dying because he stole an egg. Yet Muhammad, he stole women from their husbands. He stole land, he stole money, he stole territory, he stole property. He took even his own son's wife. And yet Muhammad, he claimed that he have decency and he want to cut the hand of someone he stole an egg. Filthy and guilty, as we prove every day. Thank you all for being here. God is good, so is Jesus. Amen to that. Take care.